Alright, welcome back to day something. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Yeah. Fuck it. Let's do something I'm passionate about. Continue, I mean, on this account we're up about 240k, which is brilliant, I guess. Don't really give a fuck about the money, but sure. I work so hard for this shit. Might as well fucking show off my skills, eh? We're gonna go to our session, so here we are. Overall bearish on the pair, but on a 5-minute look at our recent S&D at least. Not all the time, we'll get a time when we return to S&Ds for the most part. Let's do that. We also had a 1, 2, 3. What about 3 ICIs? We're bound for price to come down now, in my eyes. So I would wait personally. Price will usually do this thing where it does this, and at this point, all we're waiting on is a reset like this, an impulse, a correction, 2D impulse correction. Through this would be beautiful, I'll take. For the most part, if I'm dealing with heavy amount of money on these account sizes, yeah, we're doing that. So I think our entry's gonna be around here, sub's gonna be here, trade profit's gonna be here. See how the trade plays, eh? See if we get tapped in. Nope. Okay. Let's see what else we can get in. Looking for shorts though, for sure. I just inverted it, so it does look like longs, but it's not. It's technically short. 2.0 maybe. Let's see how we react. Start to move long. Virtually broke through this down push here. So it's created a potential ICI. I want to see a breakthrough here. For that sound, let's do that. Again, same applies, I think. Did we really grab liquidity? Not really, because we're actually surfing inside of, again, this range, so we're good. So it's fine for a sell still. Like that. See what we get. We're in the trade now for a short. Let's uninvert it so we can actually see. Yep, that's it. See how we move. Not really much going on. We're on a 5-minute. My strategy consists of an up candle followed by a breakdown like this, which creates its own. I mean, we're absorbing this, we're creating the zone, but for the most part, what we know about these is, for the most part, we ain't gonna completely return, and even if we do, we might just go like this. But most times we'll drop and then maybe return, and then maybe drop or return through. But the actually strategy I provided was that based on not taking as many losses and taking more break-evens on trades that we know are going to lose, because if we get stopped at break-even now, there's a good chance that it's going to go take our stop loss, so we're just protecting money at that point, essentially. See how we move, and I'll show you in a sec if we actually stop this break-even. If we don't, then we're good, but let's just see, because we are running this trade for about a 5 hour. See what we do. Not much really occurring. Breaking down, beautiful. We're gonna continue down, hopefully. Take full TP. Runs our account to around 260k. It's awesome, I guess. I don't really give a shit, but still. How much we were risking on that trade? 1%. So it was only 5, so 20k profit, which is alright, I guess. It's a monthly salary. yeah, normal fee. It's a yearly salary for some people, so yeah, pretty good. We'll go to the next day. See what we can get. Okay. Looking for sales from around here, if we can get it. I didn't mark that out beautifully, but it doesn't really matter. See if we get a down candle, which we do. We're actually creating its own demand supply candle. Should be beautiful. I want to see, before I even look for sales, I want to consider a break in this, just because it makes more sense in my eyes. Otherwise, yeah, we could just keep running up like that. So I'd have to literally sit on a 5 minute, or just basically sit on my hands the whole time of my session, which is basically my whole session is gone now. Some cases I might make exemptions, but like here right now we broke through, which is beautiful. And now we can actually look to come back into this stage 1. Maybe we might run higher, probably are, because we're probably going to be in that markup phase, or actually going up. But it's still valid in some ways. But it looks like we're flushing down. I want to see a break through this level before we continue. So like that. But now I want to see an ICI, but we didn't quite get one. Yeah, and I wouldn't even touch at this point because nowadays done, but it's going to be shorts by the looks of things. We get the shorts down, we would have taken full TB at that point regardless, so yeah. Like looking at this, it's still valid for shorts. We're going down to like a 15 minute. We're only really looking for, what's price doing, just making breaks down. This is basically just coming into this supply because we're bearish until here. Yeah, so honestly on a 5 minute we can probably look for lower time frame buys, like here, right, for instance. I think this was absorption, it got snapped back down, so honestly I'll be looking for sales if we deliver on this 2.0, but I want to see this high clear. I want to see this high clear and I want to see it deliver. Then yeah, we can clearly shows that selling pressure is in. So come on, break this high. Beautiful. So now we can show that there's clearly sales that are coming in, and we know for a fact that sales is going to be very attractive, if that makes sense. So we can actually probably take this. Now it's not my familiar setup because we've not done what we want. However, the understanding of markets and how they actually move is that sometimes we don't necessarily need to. Plus, our stop loss is going to be all the way down here, so I think we're okay on that. So yeah. About a 5 hour, like so. We're gonna risk 2% on this day because yeah. And let's see how we move. Let's see what happens. Probably move my stop to around here. Just give me that, and then obviously put that down to around here. Give me about 5 hour like that. Cool. See what happens. Probably gonna take the style right. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, interesting. Looks like we're flushing down, which is beautiful. We're not creating any supply zones, which is also nice and interesting to see. Until here, really, then we've created those zones, but we're breaking through them anyways. So it's one candle like this, plus a breakthrough here, equals literally a phenomenal setup. And yeah, because we're using such big amount of money, the problem is we can't have tight stop losses because we don't have the facilities. But yeah, let's go on that short. Let's go on a 5 minute, see what happens. Breaking down, breaking up. I want to see a demand create, but I want to see it absorb it within one candle like this. So it has to be within one candle creating that zone. Break even. Let's see if we can get a one where we actually move to break even, because what I'm trying to show you is that most times that we're actually going to come back up, and if we get stopped at break even, most times it's just going to do this anyways. So I want to see one where it actually does that. Like this, for instance. Like we got stopped at break even right here, and then what happened? We literally got stopped out anyway. So we prevented losing 4k, and we technically created a plus 4k. Even though we didn't make money, we actually made 4k. It's hard to explain that, but I think you will understand. We made 4k. We didn't lose. Any trades that you do not lose, by protecting your stop loss and protecting your position to break even. What you're actually doing is, fuck me, that's some big ass candle. That's news. Probably keep going at that point. UJ looks madness right now. What's going on? That's kind of crazy. We'll keep running because when there's volume, when there's money clearly entering and money showing that they want it up, then it's clear to me that it's gonna just be buys. I don't necessarily even see any sales on this. This was a Friday session to a Sunday, Monday. That's kind of shit. We're even breaking long from here. So I think it's valid, but I don't know what the fuck happened in this session, but it's still perfectly okay to look. I'd want to see a break in this at least before we continue looking for buys. So yeah, now we're valid, but I don't like the way this is constantly moving, and it's kind of like getting away from the MA. And even if it comes back down, I like to see it kind of come down like this, and then I like to see a candle break through the downward MA to then create this slope up, which then for the most part you'll either get it just break down, but if you're with the actual trend, you'll just get a clean trade that actually continues with how it's supposed to move. So what I mean is, as you can see, this MA is starting to slope down now, and we haven't actually created any necessary areas to potentially even be worried about, because this is our zone. If we break through here and create a supply zone in the process, then maybe we'll be looking at something different. But for now, right, we have, if we remove this real quick, do that. As we can see, this MA is actually sloping down, right? And this is just, again, experience speaking, but I like the way that moves. And if I get a nice clean push up, which we don't, and we break down, so again, what's the expectation? A breakthrough. Now sometimes, again, this is my experience speaking, but if we get a clean breakthrough and then an impulse, and then you can take the buy stop still, because the over expectation is these down pushes are not part of a bearish push to get, basically it's not part of the push to take this low. It's actually the push down to correct into new highs, which will be even above this, obviously, because it's a 1 minute. But the only reason I'm actually going to look for longs is if I'm breaking protected highs, right? That's one thing I actually incorporate in my strategy. So this is a beautiful entry, and as you can see, we've actually kind of sloped down. We've created its own impulse wave. We're correcting along this top. So why can't we take a buy through here? Of course we can. Of course we can. And obviously our stop loss is going to be about 10 pips as usual on UJ. And then we place that with about 2% risk, like that. And then we let trade either tap us in, which it is, and let it do its thing. Now, hopefully trade moves in its way, which I think it should, but we'll see. We did technically create the first demand zone, so we should already be at break even anyways, as soon as that occurred. And let's see how we move. Again, breaking through these, clear money's involved in these buys. This looks like a beautiful trade, and it should probably hit full TP. I wouldn't be surprised. It looks very nice for longs, the entire thing. Even this is beautiful to just reset for a long. Hopefully it doesn't take us out though. Almost. And there we go. Alright, bang, beautiful. And we just made another 40k on this one, I think. No, 40k. 260 plus, 40 is 300. So we're about 300k now, and you can kind of start to see the power of compounding. This is how, I'm let's just say I can scale accounts a lot better based on this. The objective is to get a live account, not funded, because believe it or not, I think live accounts for me are a lot easier and a lot more flexible, and I'm not constantly worrying about these drawdown rules and all this BS, right? With funded, you've got, even though technically you shouldn't be passing 5% in a day, which is okay, and the point I'm trying to make is that risking 2% a day, again, it's not really good, especially with a funded account, because you've only got a finite amount of losses in a row before you blow your account, and that's less than, basically it's like 3, right? Because you got 2, 4, 6, maybe maybe 4, which gets you to 8, but then you might even hit full loss because commissions and stuff. So I wouldn't even really say 4, I'd say 3, and like a 1% risk trade, and then you've blown your account. There's 4 losses. That's it. Like, that's not good, right? In terms of expected value, you're like, you can still be on the back end. Like, you can be a good trader, but you're experiencing a bit of shit trades. That's all. So there's also that. But overall, I think, yeah, I think it depends. But yeah, look how close we got to break even. We almost got broken out of our trade. We almost got stopped out, and then we started to just capitulate up. Well, move up, not capitulate, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the power of break even. Just holding, letting them do its thing. Yeah. So up to about 300k on a trade. That's almost 100% increase on my account. What's that? 76%, right? Yeah, and as you can see, we've got about months are looking at around 33% in November. We're up about 4% in December, and also I want to put this in perspective. Right, 4% is 4, 8, 12, 16k. Okay, so on the low end, we're looking at about 16k, right, a month. Now, I average mine out at about minimum 5% plus each month. And that's potentially accounting for, obviously you can have better months, you can have worse months, and this is the better month, this 33%, this is the worst month, this is a pretty good month, same with this one, so far, 9.9%, that's good, right? And there's one thing that's common, positive, 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 and positive, right? You got very positive increase in your account. Now, most professional traders, I think, how do I word it? How much does professional traders make per month? Right, and I'll just show you that in percentage. They make some people run about monthly pay of about 8k. And again, it depends on your account size. If you're trading with £1 million account, let's say, and you're making 4%, you're making 40k, right? So, is that 40k? Yeah, it's not 400k because that'd be a 4 million. Right. I don't even know. That'll be a 10 million. No, I don't even know. It can't be 400k though. Because that's 40%. Yeah, that's 40%. So it'll be 40k. Yeah. So on the low end, you're looking at about 40k a month. Still way above. Way above what you need to be making in a year. Most people will make that shit in a year, if that. Some people are literally on 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20k a year. And you're on the low end. You're on the low end of 4% a month. Bloody hell. And then you hit a month like 33%. Okay, so, you know, you've got 300k essentially in a month. We don't even need to do the math. You've got 300k in a month. 150k in a month. Almost 100k in a month. Right, and this is where, you know, I kind of show you that trading becomes ridiculous. My average IRR is basically 5, but it's factoring in break evens. Just give me 2 seconds. Alright, welcome back. Yeah, so just finished that. As you can see, obviously, this is where money gets just a joke. You're on the lower end of 400k. You're right. You can compound from 500k, and then you're literally making even more on your gains, if that makes sense. So you end up having like a ridiculous amount, if that makes sense. But yeah. Overall, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video now. I think we're about 20 minutes. You know, we took some nice trades on this video. It was amazing. I liked it. You know, we just did what we do usually and just demolish the fucking charts and just show how trading is done and how you can be profitable. That's all. You know, you see these little fucking people getting into forex trading or just even trading in general. You know, and they're always like on their little things like, we've swept these lows and now we're going long, and they take it inside of an imbalance. Like, we're going to like a 30-minute imbalance, and there's an imbalance between here. Then they'll refine it to about 50%. It's being tapped, and then they'll just take a basic ass buy, which is fine. If it works, it works. But take a buy, and they'll probably protect, I don't know, some area of don't like exit like there, and then they'll aim for like a 1 or 2 or something, and then that's it for them. Obviously, it will depend, but you know, they could probably run that full TP, most likely, right? And probably higher and higher. You know, they might even be aiming for like a 1 to 3, right? Which is very impressive, by the way, a 1 to 3, especially on this sort of time frame. You're looking at very big moves are in the right direction, and if you get like this push down, yeah, you're ruined. Probably got to break even on that anyways. And what have you done? You've wasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Too long. I mean, I can just do this, but you've wasted about 20 hours. So, not good. And that's why I'm superior, because I get involved and I catch my moves, then I'm out. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. Sorry if it wasn't as entertaining. But yeah. We're back. We will be back tomorrow. So yeah. See you guys later.